Alrighty then, we're just going to take a 2020 April vegetable garden and rain barrel tour. This is my little shack of a yard. I've got an 8-foot deer fence, which is perfect for our skinny coastal deer because even a small deer fawn can jump 6 feet. So we just got simple gate and some raised beds because our property can completely flood. We got up to 14 inches in Irma. So my first row is red taters or potatoes, doing really well there. The garden hose is coming off our rain barrels. I have got myself some squash and zucchini coming up and a row of garlic. And my next one, I have one white tater coming up. I don't know why more didn't come up, but oh well. And then I've got a little cantaloupe over there to the left of it, doing its thing. And my husband did have to build some cages that we put around the cantaloupe, or the raccoons waller them out and leave me the shell or the casing of the cantaloupe. This is my first experience here with heirloom bush beans. They are flowering. I hope they do well. Heirlooms are very difficult in our environment. And this next row is my Clemson spineless okra. I am a Cajun. I got to have that okra now. The far pot is my husband's dahlias to attract bees, a small lemon tree, and then I've got a little box of spinach coming up, some flowers, and some different lettuce. That box does really well. And then I've got 2 rows so far with 5 tomatoes that are big. I have seedlings in the greenhouse, and that is my asparagus patch, which in the past has flooded too. Oh well. These are our rain barrels with the simple hoses coming off of them with holes where the plants are. We tried professional black, what we call runs, just didn't work. This is our open 3-sided compost pile. Very easy for us in our 60s, at age 63, and I mean my husband, to turn it. And we put little flags where we bury stuff from the kitchen scraps. My husband's got a lot of flowers, hibiscus, lilies coming up alongside, again to attract the bees. So it is a simple garden. It produces a lot. And these are my seedlings in our little greenhouse. We're on our third evolution of a greenhouse. They're doing well, but they're still too young to break up and put in my rows because we still have a lot of wind. So different kind, big toms, um, celebrities, lots of aromas. I've got red peppers that we'll plant out there as well. So greenhouse really helps our seedlings take off to be protected from the wind. Not hard to water, just takes a low effort. Anything worth having does. And these are bottle brush trees, which have just finished, and the hummingbirds go crazy. And here I am on the coast. The tide is down, but we live on a lot that is shaped like a boot. So I'll put some pictures in. If those who've watched my channel have seen, we got 14 inches under our house. It's why it's raised during Irma and Matthew hurricanes. But look at those gorgeous oyster shells. My area is an estuary. 52% of it is protected, and all we do out in this creek is kayak. We haven't had any motorboats coming along to mess it up. So it's pretty nice. This is a simple redneck umbrella. It is a large pot. My husband put Quickcrete in, sunk me a PVC pipe so I can keep an umbrella out there. I don't want to cover the pier head. But again, this is my food court. Water can come in all around if you follow my finger. I'm not attached to another lot over there. And it will come out in my driveway. And if I can remember, I'll put some pictures of that for you. But that's the whole booth going around. It's a very unique property. We've loved it. It goes back behind that garden, and where I'm pointing is my driveway with slag in it. So the water can come all the way around that, and it will flood your vegetable garden, which is a serious bummer, but it happens. That is a little side garden where we have some beans, squash. I think my husband has fig trees in there, but that's his garden area. Does his thing, and again, some deer fencing around it. because they are plentiful, and deer, by the way, are food. So ain't nobody complaining we're up in here. So that is the side. Now this is our upper catchment for rain barrels, rainwater. It is so simple. We are a keep it simple people. I'm pointing to the pre-filter my husband's got up there and put on, and it's simply a hose that goes around the underside of my house. But this one at the bottom we catch off of our air conditioner. I think they're 265 gallons. We are knuckle dragging people. He waters that little garden from there. So this hose simply goes around the top of our house. Don't wait till you can make things perfect. Again, here's the hose. It's going all the way over to the garden I showed you. That's just the underside of our raised house. Knuckle dragging water catchment system. Don't wait till things are perfect. So this works for us. If it clogs, my husband just blows it out. I think it's clogged once in 7 years. So it comes over here to the side, comes down into a different colored hose that goes to my rain barrels that you saw. Just goes through the yard. Grass has crawled over it at this point. Because, of course, we have wild Bermuda, being we're on the coast. Knuckle dragging again. And it's a simple connection at the end. I stand up there and I fill the rain barrels. This is an interesting area that comes off of our solar system as surge and lightning protection. There's a very large copper grid laying under all that dirt. My husband's had to build that up with wood sides since the water comes up in our yard. That's simply our outdoor shower. But then these 12-foot copper posts are drilled into 6 corners of it, and it has worked fantastic.